tell. We had a really pretty day yesterday. I actually got out here to this farm and got several more predator sets put in. Where we saw the bait pile covered up, we got some more sets around in. We actually made another bait pile a little bit farther down. But anyway, today's not a pretty day. It's another rainy, dreary one. I'm gonna get out here, get all these sets checked. I'll show you whether we got catches or not. I'll show you those new sets we put in, and then I'll show you catches on any of those old sets that we already had out. But anyway, pulling up here to the first one real quick. Let's check it out. We got this first trail right here. My snare's still hanging up in it. We got our snare over here, well as that foothold. I don't see anything bouncing around. Step over here and check this snare here. It's still up as well. All right, guys, so nothing here. All right, here's our next set right here. It's this dirt hole on the edge of this bluff bank. The water's getting it down here. It's still set, trap's still in the bed. All right, guys, we made it down here to this corner. So basically, all of our sets are back down this way, coming up this tree line. You know, we get here to this corner, we got a big block of woods. This road turns and goes around. We've got a corner right here. So I walked right out in here and dumped my carcass pile yesterday. Wanted to put make a couple of sets. So as I was walking around, I noticed this tire off in the woods and figured, why not? Let's have some fun. Let's try a tire set. And just bedded a trap, and then I rolled the tire back up over it. Got our trap bedded right there in the middle of that tire. Got bait and lure up underneath inside the rim. So as they get over, the idea is they get over here and they're gonna have to jump over into the center of that tire to be able to get to that center of that tire. But let's walk out here. I'll show you the other set. As I was coming down through here, I noticed this tree that was down, and it's actually a hollow tree, and we made a set at the end of it. Just come in here, bedded our trap, put our bait up in it, and then we just mimicked what we saw on down the ditch. We took a bunch of those leaves, sticks, threw them up on the end of that log, and we got our trap bedded right there in front of it, bait and lure up inside of it. So yep. All right, guys, so we get here to these traps we got here beside the tracks, and do believe we got a beaver caught right there. So let's or something's in that trap. Let's get down here, and I can feel something down there on the bottom inside that trap. So let's see what it might be. Good sized beaver. Oh yeah. All right. He just barely fit inside that trap. All right. Let's get that thing off of him, and get it set back down in there. Get that other one checked there behind him. Try to get him out of there. All right, gotta reset it. Get it put back in there. There it goes. We drop that trap all the way back down there to the bottom. Just like that there. So I had a cow die and noticed the cows were coming up and eating on her. So got some sets around the house. Basically right here, you can tell that's where I keep my hay stacked for the year. And right up here is a gate that I use to go into the pasture. And there's a high spot under that gate that those dogs are going under. And I got 2 foothold traps there. And then what we did, we come right over here to these remaining hay bales and basically put bait in the middle of them, and then we come in and we put a trap on all 3 sides. And we've got 2 catches. Let's step over here and check this other one. Got 3 catches, so we got a triple right here. So had a trap bedded right here, had a trap bedded right here between these 2, got that possum, and then step right over here, had a trap bedded between these 2, and we picked up this raccoon. So that's a real quick way to take care of your predator problems. 3 traps, just got the bait in the middle of them there, and then trap bedded on all 3 points. So good deal. So I'm gonna get them taken care of, get these reset back, so they'll be waiting for the next predators to come through. Got 1 more set. If you guys watch my deer hunting video when I'm sitting in the stand, that raccoon come through that little gap in the bottom of the fence, we've got a 160 bedded in that little gap. We'll get down there and check on it. All right guys, so we got them out here, show that remake. So we got a lot of disturbance on all 3 points now. We just come in here, it's so wet and muddy, couldn't really cover up with dirt, so we just put it back in our original bed, cleaned it out, covered it up with some hay, just right there in the middle where they're going to come through here. Same thing over on these other 2 spots. Traps bedded right here in the original bed, just covered up with a little bit of hay. And then right over here, same thing. Traps bedded right there, covered up with a little bit of hay. Just got our bait in the middle, and they've got to go in that way to get to it. All right, so we're gonna keep going, get some more sets checked this morning. All right guys, so we get here this morning, and this snare's knocked over here. The one right over here by this pipe's knocked over, and my suspicions are confirmed right here by what I believe it is. And you can see that otter come up here, and he took a crap right on our set. So he understands that something's going on with this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave that snare just like it is right there, tripped, and we're going to come right up here above it, and we're going to put a foothold underneath it. So yesterday what I did, I come in here and actually put a foothold right here, done the same thing, bedded that foothold there until we missed him up here. Come up here, looks like he might have rolled around a little bit up here. And that's probably what happened. He probably rolled on the top of our trap and we missed him here. We'll get down here, and this snare's tripped as well. Just knocked over. So these otters think right now they're outsmarting us. We're gonna take this snare and we're gonna put it back up here and try again. And yeah, we're gonna get up there and get those other sets put back. We're gonna leave that 1 snare like it is, hang a foothold, and so there's that remake, guys. Come up here and get this foothold set back. So this isn't pulled out of the bed, it's just tripped. So I think what happened, them otters like to roll in these toilets. They get up here and they'll roll around. You can tell this grass is kind of laid over. I think that's what happened. I think he got to rolling right here and probably rolled over the top of our trap. We'll just set it back right here in the same bed. that reset. Let's grab another foothold and we'll put it over here underneath this snare. Alright guys, so here's the remake. So where the otter come up and crapped on our snare, telling us he knows what it is. Just coming here, gonna leave that snare bent over like it was. We're gonna bed that 450 foothold right there under it. I left because of all the rain. I took my bucket with all my bait and lures and scissors and everything out of the mule yesterday and forgot to grab it this morning when we come back. So I'm going to cover this up with grass, and what I like to do is cut it into small pieces so you don't have any large pieces that are interfering with the trap grip on the leg. These bigger pieces, it seems like when you use those and the jaws closed, it'll allow a slick area for them to pull their foot out. But that's all we got this morning, and I'm just going to take this grass and just do a real thin layer over the top of it, just enough to cover that trap and not no more. Just like that there. Alright, we're going to call that set, and we'll see if we can outsmart him next time he comes through. He's on down here and check these other sets we got put in. Got this foothold back in, all the snares hanging up in this area, and here comes an otter, Lauren. You see him?
Yeah.
All right, let's back up and see if we can do it without scaring him and watch him for a minute. So there's an otter swimming right there, guys. Otter or beaver one. We're gonna back up here and get out of the way. See if we can see him using this crossover. Alright, we stood here about 15 minutes and hadn't seen him again. He went coming to us when I started to mule up. He went down and we haven't seen him since. We're going to go check these sets on down this tree line and then come back and we'll see if we might can spot him again. Alright guys, I do believe I see a catch out here. That's what we had mimicked up there on that ditch where we seen those bait piles, and just mimicked it on that log right here, and we've got a cat right there in a trap. Get down here and get a good look at it. This will be Lauren's first bobcat. We'll let her. You see it yet? Just keep walking. The trap was right up in that log that's laid down. The trap was right in the end of that log.
Is it hunkering to the ground?
Yeah, it's laid there.
Okay, yeah, I see him.
You see him?
Mm-hmm. The blend's real good.
They do. Bobcats are really, really good at blending. So there we go, guys. We just mimicked what we saw up there with this little log set here, and we got that small. It's going to be a young one. We're going to get him out of there, and we're just going to come back and reset this just like we had it right here. Alright guys, here's that remake. So we just come in here, we still got bait and lure, and of course we got all this cat scent right around this area now too. We just come in here, got our trap bedded right here underneath that little bit of leaves right here, and then got our bait and lure up there. I'll bring some more scraps with me tomorrow from where I've been scraping the beaver the last few days, and we'll just take some of those scrapings and shove back up in this log and see if we can't pick up another one here. But we're going to get on back. We've plenty of time here. Maybe that otter's come through that was coming, and we're going to check those sets as we go by and check the rest of them that we got here, and then get moved to a new location. Alright guys, so we made it here to where Lauren made her two sets. They're both still set, but us moving that conibear over here on this crossover paid off, and we've got a beaver caught right there. So we'll get down there and get him out of there and get that trap reset. Just gonna set it right back in there and try to pick up another one. Alright guys, back up here at the cattle pasture. Got us a dog there in the mud. He really muddied it up. You can tell where a raccoon was up here checking him out earlier this morning, but got that dog right there, canine. That's what we were after. So there's one. A muddy mess right there too he made. I'm gonna get down there and pull him out in a minute. I'm gonna walk up here and check these hay bales out and see if we might have anything there this morning. Alright, let's see. My trap's still set right here, guys. Step over here. Alright, got us a little bunny rabbit, so I wasn't expecting that thing to go in there to that bait pile, but he was just hiding. And this trap's still in the bed right there, so alright, good deal. So I'm gonna take care of this rabbit, get his reset, and we're gonna get brought back up here and get that coyote out of that mud. Muddy as it is, I may not reset it right now, so I have to see when I get up there. But gonna get him out of here, get this reset, and alright guys, pulled him out of the mud. We got him by one front foot and one back foot. We just had those traps, one bedded there and one bedded here, so that's what we wanted. He's a muddy mess. I'm gonna get him out of there. We'll probably just lay them traps right back in here, not even cover them up. This mud will settle around them, and hopefully we don't freeze, and Mike can still pick them up. But anyway, I'm gonna need both hands and get that dude out of there. Oh, it's a mess. There's the dog. Oh. Traps are wrapped around each other. Oh, we got some hay string. Some hay string that's right here. My hay string got in the chain. Big wad of hay string there. Really lock those traps up. There we go. Now we're kind of getting somewhere, maybe. All right. All right, so got them traps undone. What a nasty mess. I'm gonna cut the rest of this hay string off this one. We're just gonna set them back in here in this mud. See if we can't catch another one. No, they're going right under here, guys. We're just gonna bed that trap right there and hope that it works in that mud. Same thing with this one. Gonna get it set. And we're just gonna set it right back here in that mud. Alright, hopefully that'll catch us another one. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on it. If this dries up, we'll do a little better placement. But for right now, it's gonna be our set remake. I'll get this dog thrown in the side by side. We're gonna go ahead and run it to the house and drop it off since we're right here close. Maybe wash it off a little bit and yeah, go get our other sets checked. I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, there's that yote after I got him cleaned up, just washed off. Gonna be a male, decent size one. I think his color might be alright too. We're gonna let him drip dry there and decide if I'm gonna put him up when I get back to the house in a little bit or not. But anyway, we're gonna go get the line checked. Alright guys, walking up here to where we got this pond set here by the tracks. Picked up the big beaver at yesterday. We got another one floating there, so let's get down here. See if we can get it out of there. Go. Get this one carried up there in the truck. Alright guys, so we set this live trap over here and baited it up. Wanted to catch a raccoon, but not a raccoon this morning. These guys right here seem to be first thing you catch no matter what you're after. Those guys right there. But anyway, just got this live trap set right on the edge of this trail. Tire sets right here, and then just right over there in the woods where we caught the bobcat at yesterday. Didn't see anything in there, but we'll get this raccoon or this possum taken care of, get this reset back, and get over there and check that set. I got some scraps I brought with me. We're gonna dump them out over there, and I'll probably make another set over there as well. All right guys, here's another set that we put in. I think this might have been put in by another trapper. It's actually it's just an old trash can, and the bottom of it's rusted out. They've just made a little tunnel with it between these two trees. The reason I think it might be another trapper is I've seen several sardine cans laying around. Right there's a sardine can. Seen another one just right back here behind it. But all we did is come in here and bed our trap right there in front of it in the ground. We blocked off the back of it with some sticks and put our bait, just some beaver trimmings up in there. And I'll show you another set that we got made over here. So there's that set. Alright, we moved our live trap over here to the back side of where we caught that bobcat the other day. We just laid it on the other end of that log on the ground. Right there, and covered it up with a bunch of leaves and baited it with some beaver meat. And then as I was walking up here, I didn't notice this disturbance, but we had a miss right here on this trap. So right here is our anchor cable. It's anchored to that tree standing there. Our trap was bedded at the end of that one. Come right around here, and They're able to get around this tree, get some leverage and pull out. I can't tell what it is. I do notice a little bit of blood down here on the ground, but hopefully whatever that was will come back. We're just gonna move this trap back over here. We'll go ahead and wrap it around this tree. We'll go ahead and wrap it around this tree a couple times, just take that slack out of it. To where we won't be able to do that again or reach that same tree anyway. Alright. So that should take the majority of that out of it. We need just a little bit more to be able to reach our trap bed. All right, guys, I'm just gonna get that bedded right back in here where we had it. Right here's the original trap bed. We're gonna put it, thinking they'd come right around this corner and hug tight. We're gonna put the trap right back there. May block this side down just a little bit and force them over there. But anyway, we're gonna get that done, and we're gonna get up there and check those fish ponds. All right, guys, we get here this morning. Looks like we got an otter by the tail end in that 330. I'm actually pulling everything here this morning just because we hadn't had any activity. But we got that otter going into that bank den right there, checking it out. Wait for him to pop back up. And we didn't use any odor or any scent. We just put that 330 in that bank den that we found that day, and got it anchored up here, cable anchored to this tree right here. So good deal. Looks like he went up in that hole here. He comes out maybe. He may be fun getting out of there if he swimmed up in that bank den. Some air coming out of it. He's going out through there now. Step over here. This trap's still set, been set the entire time we've been here. This drowning rod's been set here. corner we caught the beaver yesterday in this crossover. Ended up changing it up, moving the trap over here, and I've got a catch down here. I've seen something take off. I'm not sure what it is. Both the Lawrence sets are still set. Drowning rod, the foothold's still up here. Almost look like a muskrat, maybe possibly a otter, but he was just sitting up here on the bank and took off. Maybe pulled out of there. It was small, whatever it was. Let's pull that trap up and see if we still got it right here. I can see fur. I think it's going to be a muskrat. It's going to be an otter, I believe, or maybe a raccoon. I'm not sure. I can see a foot there. Oh, going to be another otter. So a 2 otter morning. That's going to be a smaller one. I'm going to get it taken care of and get that trap put back in there. Catch the next critter that comes through. Alright, morning guys. Another nasty, dreary morning. We're out here again before daylight. Try to get these traps checked, and then we're going to head down to the fur sale today. But we're right here where we caught the first beaver at, or actually not the first beaver, but where we had the otter take a shit on our snare, and we bedded that foothold trap right there, waiting for him to come back, and it looks like we got him. So he just outsmarted us for just a little bit. Alright guys, I'm going to keep moving. Here's a good look at him. I'm going to get him taken care of. I'm going to bed this right back there where it's at. We're going to get on down here and check these other predator sets we got out, and get out of this rain this morning, get on the road down there to that sale. Alright guys, second catch of the morning. Don't that figure? Flashlight went dead. This headlamp's not going to do justice at all, but anyway, got a possum right here. You guys can see him just right here, this trash can set that we made. Get him taken care of. We're going to get that trap just set right back down there where we had it, and keep moving this morning. Alright, good morning everybody. So we got us a possum caught there. Right there's that little deer stand where I done some filming at, and we saw this crossing, raccoons, squirrels and stuff going through this little hole here. We planted that little conibear in there and picked this possum up this morning. I'm going to be pulling everything today, and then the next couple of days. We'll probably pull a few today and a few tomorrow. Our temperatures dropped. It's going to get down high of like 19 next couple of days. They're calling for like 3 to 4 inches of accumulation, a mix between ice and freezing rain and snow possibly. So I'm going to get everything pulled so I don't have to be out in it checking traps every morning. Alright guys, just pulled by this tree stump and got us a little skunk right there. I'm kind of leery of these things. They got me gunshot now. But anyway, we got that skunk right there in that trap. I just peeked over here at our log up on top, and that trap's tripped, but it looks like it's still right there in the bed. A lot of times when that happens, it's probably a deer, but we'll get up there in a second, check it out. But I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this skunk. We're gonna leave it laying, go check the rest of the sets, and we'll stop by and we'll grab the trap and the skunk both when we come back through. Alright, hey guys, it's Sunday afternoon. I'm out here with a long-time good friend of mine. He invited me to come with him, walk this river bottom. And we're trying to walk up on the sounder of hogs. We've got a pretty good hog problem up here on this property. And we're just out here trying to see if we can find some to shoot at. Hopefully I can get some good footage, make a video with it. Just right behind me's the river bottom. He's just walking that other ridge over there. We're easing down through here, seeing if we might can spot some. But anyway, good time, great fellowship, and check back in with you guys guys, hopefully with some good footage.